Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CDAO Magazine interview series. I am Dominic Sartorio, Head of Product Marketing at Denodo. We provide a logical data management platform. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Rajesh Arora, Vice President and Chief Data and Analytics Officer at Principal Financial Group. So thank you, Rajesh, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me here. I'm really excited about that.
Great. So first question, first introduce yourself and your role at Principal and include what are your current priorities and focus areas for yourself and your organization?
Absolutely. As my role of Chief Data and Analytics Officer, I'm primarily responsible for integrating data analytics and AI across our businesses. That essentially means building the data foundation. I oversee the AI Center of Excellence and responsible for creating an innovation posture across the organization that is done in a responsible way. And one of the core things I sharply focus on to unlock the value of the data for us to have an improved decision making, create smarter services across the organization, and also create a long-term value for customer at Principal. This is an ever-evolving area, and every organization has several challenges and what they're focused on. So let me talk a little bit about what is our current posture and where we are spending most of our time. Essentially building the foundational blocks. So four key areas in that we were sharply focused on. One is, as I talked about, building and maturing our data and analytics platform so we can maximize return on our AI investments. And second is setting up the tech infrastructure that essentially mean, hey, what kind of AI platforms we need, what kind of AI tools we need, and what kind of meaningful partnerships we need to do across the different industry vendors. So that's a key position we are taking in the organization. And the third is, as we get a lot of attraction towards AI, a lot of ideas come through the pipeline, we want to make sure that we have an operating model that is supporting the scaled execution. So we are going around our different regions and making sure we have an integrated model. And last but not the least, I'm also responsible for driving the AI strategy for the organization. And the way we treat AI is not just a one-off effort, but it's more kind of a capability for us as an organization that is embedded into our operating model, our culture. And we are already seeing the value being driven out of it for our employees, customers, and partners. And some of the areas where we see the value is coming that is more prominent is front-end productivity around the efficiencies. We have seen several improved customer outcomes that is kind of coming in. At the same time, we are strengthening our operational resilience. So that's where we can see a lot of value coming out from our organization through AI.
Great, thank you. So you mentioned one of your focus areas just now is driving the AI strategy for Principal. And this includes how business teams can best take advantage of AI and how you're enabling the workforce to accomplish this. And you're already seeing some successes. What have been the primary challenges you have had to overcome to achieve those successes? And to what extent has data been part of these challenges and how are you addressing them?
Yeah, we have a long list of challenges like anybody else in the industry. But a few worth mentioning here. The first and foremost is that how do we educate our workforce around AI so we can get the best out of it, right? So how we are resolving it is that we have launched all-employee data and AI literacy program. The objective of that program is that one prominent journey is for all employees where everybody is learning about the foundational pieces of data and AI. And second part of that journey is we have learning tracks for our executives because they are the one who are going to support the employees in our journey, right? And third is that we are introducing the role-based specific learning tracks so that our employees get exactly what they need to do their job. And the focus is on prompt engineering or the analytics, depending upon what you do in your day-to-day operating rhythm. So idea is that we want to empower all our employees, not just the technical experts, because we deeply understand this evolution is different than some of the other evolutions we have seen, whether it's mobility or digitization or cloud transformation. In all those three, example, cloud transformation, what you do is you hire or train cloud engineers, have cloud builders, and analyze your tech stack, what is sitting in your data centers, and migrate to some of the hyperscalers or your own private clouds. So you realize the value where majority of the employees are not touched. But AI is a little bit different. You don't only need AI builders, but we also need AI practitioners. So that's what we are trying to do with our literacy programs, kind of a mindset shift. So that's a work in progress. We are marching towards it. And second challenge I'll say is more around how to realize the value from AI. That's $1 million question in the industry, right? Mm-hmm. So we have our challenges, the gaps we are seeing in the value that's being created versus the value that is being realized. So we are very diligent in introducing a value realization framework across the organization that stays active throughout the life cycle of any AI use case we do perform. The core focus of the framework is quantification and adoption, so we can get the best out of it. This is a muscle we're building in the organization. It's going to take some time, but we are very intentional about it, how to go about it. And the third and the last challenge I'll say is what kind of AI platforms or tools we need in our organization. As we move from AI experimentation stage to AI transformation stage, we realize, hey, we have a series of tools we won't be able to continue to support and operate. Mm-hmm. So we are working diligently to figure out, hey, what kind of platforms are relevant for us, what kind of AI tools we need to consolidate to for a proper function. And again, this is a work in progress, but we are heading in the right direction, and we will have our posture and where we standardize our tools and technologies for our employees. And you mentioned data. Data is kind of a challenge across all these pieces. And we have instances where we have issues around our data quality in terms of data accuracy, or data is not complete, or at times it's not stitching together well to get us a one single view. And that's where our focus around building the data foundation will help ease that pressure.
Great, thank you. So to summarize, it sounds very comprehensive. First started with ensuring employees are properly enabled and understand how to be good AI practitioners. You mentioned clarity on how to measure success and measure the benefits. You mentioned standardizing on the right set of tools. And then finally, you mentioned data, having the right data foundation, that you have the right data quality and the right views for AI to use. So very comprehensive. So thank you for that. And for more interviews and insights, please visit cdomagazine.tech for other interviews, and including others that I have done. cdomagazine.tech. Okay, thank you again, Rajesh, and everybody listening.
Thank you for your time. I love the conversation.
Thank you.